Before we start the show, we'd like to take a moment to say rest in peace to Coach Bob Knight. Knight ended his career with 902 wins, making him the fourth winningest coach in college basketball history. Knight led the Hoosiers to 3 national championships in his tenure at IU, including the undefeated 76 team who still holds the record today. The General is considered one of the best college basketball coaches of all time, and the state of Indiana mourns his loss. The SAT is in March. We encourage you to do some preparation and work the full-length practice tests. You can find them at collegeboard.com. See the wall outside Miss Balmer's room, W262, for the CHS SAT Prep Google Classroom code.
CHS will be taking WCC tours on the 28th and 29th of November. On November 13th, Mrs. Jones will speak to all 10th graders, first period in the auditorium.
Academic team members must turn in their permission slips and dues to any of the coaches by Friday, November 3rd.
There will be a student council meeting today during SRE in the lecture hall.
Students, please check your emails for the form to vote for Teacher of the Month. All votes are due by the end of school Friday.
The first science academic team meeting will be held today in W274. If you have any questions, please ask Mr. Dalrymple.
Anyone interested in being a part of the Social Studies academic team will meet Tuesday, November 7th, during SRE in Mr. Mitchell's room, JE 121.
If you are interested in cybersecurity as a career or enjoy online puzzles, CyberStart is an immersive cybersecurity training game for high school students. The challenge runs from October to January each year. See Mrs. Balmer for more information.
The French Club will be having an afternoon French breakfast on Tuesday, November 7th in room JA 201.
The Fine Arts academic team will have a study session during SRE today and November 9th in JA 201.
The next CHS Student Committee meeting will be held on November 15th during SRE in the office conference room.
On this day in 1917, Foreign Secretary Arthur James Balfour writes an important letter to Britain's most illustrious Jewish citizen, Baron Lionel Walter Rothschild, expressing the British government's support for a Jewish homeland in Palestine. The letter would eventually become known as the Balfour Declaration.
Today in national news, a couple in Hawaii was found guilty of stealing identities of dead babies to dodge debts. They were also convicted of passport fraud. Gled Promise Rose spent 20 years working for the U.S. Coast Guard under the name Fort, where he obtained secret-level security clearance.
World news for today: Russian attacks force evacuations of children. Getting families with children to safety presents a particular challenge. While millions of Ukrainians have fled the war abroad, the Ukrainian government estimates there are nearly 5 million internationally displaced people in the country. Forced evacuees are taken in by communities all over Ukraine.
Lunch for tomorrow will be chicken pot pie with a dinner roll. Other options will be buffalo chicken, bacon and cheddar sandwich, or cheese stuffed breadsticks with curly fries.
It's November. Is it going to get even colder, Kendall?
Thanks, guys. At 5 p.m. it's going to be cloudy and about 52, and at the overnight it's going to be about 42 and still cloudy. As we move into the morning, it's going to get a little chilly, about 36 and cloudy. As we look into the weekend, at Friday, it's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 60 and a low of 46. On Saturday, it's going to rise to about 63 and a low of 44, but we're staying partly cloudy. On a Sunday, it's going to be a high of 64 and a low of 49, still being partly cloudy. That's all for the weather. Now back to the desk.
Now over to Kaylin
with the sports.
Thanks, guys. Winter guard practices have been canceled for this week. The first practice of the season will be next Tuesday on the 7th from 4 to 6 p.m. Last night, the girls' JV basketball team opened up their season with a 46-19 win over Union City. Leading the way for the Spartans was Malia Perry with 15 points, 2 steals, 1 rebound, and Kylie McHenry had 12 points, 4 steals, 1 assist, and 1 rebound. Taylon Selby had 7 points, 1 assist, and 9 rebounds. Maddie Harrison had 6 points, 6 steals, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. Gabby Beanier had 2 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Bree Lucas had 2 points, 1 steal, and 2 rebounds. Lily Baker had 2 points and 6 rebounds. Tonight, girls basketball begins their season against New Pal. Let's take a look at how they've been preparing and what it's like playing for Coach Williams.
I think the season's going to be better than last year. We're a young team, so that might be a little bit of a struggle for us, but overall we have a lot of skill and talent that we just need to put that into play. The new coaching staff, they've really pushed us. They've already developed really good relationships with us, and we all have lots of respect for them. So I think that makes us want to work even harder to prove to them that they are teaching us valuable skills.
The season will definitely look a lot different. We are definitely going to be more of an offensive team more than a defensive team. That is the whole plan. The coaching staff is really starting to push on us about getting out on the court and just going. Rather than last year, she wanted us to play more defense and not push the ball up the floor as much. We are preparing a lot on just getting conditioned, being ready for the season, and getting better mindsets, not only about how we play, but towards each other.
So far, it's gone well. Girls are really working hard, getting in and learning the new stuff since we have a brand new coaching staff this year. So right now we're pretty pleased where we're at and hope to improve. We open up Thursday at New Palestine, and I think the girls have been, like I said, working hard and preparing themselves. They've prepared all summer. The basketball season, our first few practices have been really good. And hopefully we have them in a spot where we're going to go and compete and be very competitive this year in our.
Yeah, I feel like we're definitely preparing better than we have in years past. We are doing a lot more defensive stuff, which is where we've struggled a lot in the past few years. So I think that will definitely help us in the long run, and just like learning how each other play better and putting in some new offenses that aren't necessarily just go here, more letting us play basketball.
Sports action for tonight is girls JV and varsity basketball at New Palestine at 6. There is no sports action for tomorrow. That's all for sports. Back to the desk for birthdays.
There are no birthdays for today.
Birthdays for tomorrow are Ellie Haldeman, Emma Mays, and Elizabeth Logan.
Happy birthday. I'm Brady.
And I'm Eli.
And that's all for CHS Today.